What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. And I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. Gonna read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats, so let me know how you guys are doing today. Then, of course, we will be getting things started. We starting off with the first video titled, Organized Crime Ring Stole Dozens of High-Value Cars Parked at Airports. This kind of information always goes around when we get near the holidays or when summer starts, because people go on these vacations or they go to family dinners and then they post about it online, and criminals see that and then they go attack your house or your car or whatever because it's sitting there unattended. So, making its rounds. And of course, this is a little bit different. These guys stole $5 million worth of vehicles and whatnot. They had a whole operation going. Then we have an update on Daniel Penny and the trial he's going through right now. And things have taken a weird turn. It's titled, Daniel Penny Trial, Chokehold Experts Testify in Court. Apparently, the person that trained him in the military went to testify in court and claims that Daniel Penny did not do the chokehold move as he was taught. So now it really looks not good for Daniel Penny, which really sucks. Didn't think that was going to happen. Either way, we'll see how it goes. Then we got a video titled, Get Help. Lefties suggest cutting off friends and family who support President Trump. They'd be doing their whole family a favor. They'd go ahead and isolate themselves. They can go ahead and do that. Then we got a video titled, Opening Statements Expected Friday in Trial of Laken Riley's Accused Killer. We have two videos here on that. That one is a summary of what's going on. Then the second video is prosecutors lay out the horrific manner in which Jose Ibarra brutally murdered Laken Riley. Some scenes there from the courthouse. Then we have a video. This is a propaganda video. It's titled, RFK Jr. Past actions are concerning for his HHS role. It's a bunch of fear-mongering against Bobby Kennedy. They're feeding fear and doubt to normies and lefties and putting it out there for them to soak up. So we might as well hear what they're lying about. Then we have a President Trump video. Apparently, I don't know if he was live yesterday. Right Side Broadcast didn't cover it, and I just was completely unaware. But there was a America First Policy Institute gala yesterday at Mar-a-Lago. I don't know if it was televised or what. Didn't even know about it until about an hour ago. But President Trump announces Doug Burgum, I think is how you say his name, as Secretary of the Interior. But we get to hear a little bit from President Trump beyond him selecting that individual, and it's always good to hear from the president. Then we have a shocking video. It's titled, Seattle Arresting Shoplifters and Petty Criminals After 4-Year Hiatus. Apparently the cops are now allowed to do their job in Seattle. Maybe we'll see Seattle change. Not be such a shithole. I don't have my hopes that high, but we'll see. Then we got a video titled, Blue States Form a Resistance Group Against President Trump. Now, I can't remember off the top of my head what they're calling themselves, but I think it's pretty interesting that there's a group of governors that they're like forming an organization to specifically stand against President Trump while he's president. I don't know how they can even legally do that, but that's what they're going for. Then we got a video titled, Democrat Commissioner Diane, I don't know how the hell you say this name, Marsaglia and Bob Harvey voted today to count illegal ballots against Pennsylvania Supreme Court ruling in an attempt to aid former Senate Bob Casey. So Pennsylvania doing some more cheating like they were doing before. Well, they were trying during the election night. It wasn't working out for them, though. They're still trying, those damn Democrats. Then we got a video titled, A Federal Judge Has Halted the Sale of InfoWars to The Onion After Discovering Secret Activities. So yesterday we covered that InfoWars was being sold to The Onion, and that Alex Jones put out a bunch of new links for his social media as well as his new website and all of that. And then today, well, I guess last night it came out that none of that's going to happen. It's not being sold to The Onion. It's a mess. We'll cover it. We'll cover it near the end. Then, because you guys are so interested in this Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight situation. We got a video here titled Jake Paul got slapped. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen it, but you know, you like this gimmicky fight, so I figured we'd add it to the schedule. Then we'll be wrapping up our little bit of news titled AOC says no longer means no. Like, almost specifically. It's weird. It's weird. At least it's weird to me to be a 35-year-old man being told my entire life, no means no. Don't be a bad man. No means no. And then AOC is undoing all of that. So that'll be the last little bit of our news. Then we have 2 funny videos of the day. First one's titled When You Drive a Subaru and Your Girlfriend Needs Attention. And then our official funny video of the day is titled What a Loser. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see how you hooligans are doing today. What is up, everyone, over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Snooks? What's up, Annette? What's up, Astro Hammer? What's up, Russell? What's up, Alistair? What's up, Zero? What's up, Hair Juicer? What's up, Guess MJ? What's up, Tom? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. Hopefully you're digging the new live player there. I tested it a lot yesterday, and it seems to be working fine. Just hoping we don't burn through this data too quickly. And what is up, everyone, over on Rumble? Are we running over here? What is this red bar thing? We're good. We're good. Snooks, you were first today. I appreciate you racing to the chat and everything you do, Snooks. What's up, Mr. B New? Happy freedom to you. What's up, MU? What's up, Kevin? What's up, Energy Woman? What's up, Get Some? Appreciate you being omnipresent. What's up, Addie Walker? Russell, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. Let me see. What's up, Pumpkin? Alistair, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Ghostly? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Nana? Oh, I got to run to the post office. Hopefully I can work that out today. Otherwise, I'll go there tomorrow before the live. What's up, Elisa? Happy freedom. What's up, JT3? What's up, Fitzy? What's up, Puffin Stuff? I can get y'all ready. Appreciate you being here. What's up, David from Morgan? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. I think we got everybody. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up button over on Rumble. And what is up, everyone, over on Kick? Man, people are shitting on Twitch all over the place. All over the place. I guess not only have they cranked up their censorship, but apparently they've decimated the ad revenue. There's top live streamers of Twitch or whatever where they were making somewhere between like $2,000 and $4,000 a month on ad revenue, which is, I make pennies, by the way. But these top Twitch live streamers, they were making thousands of dollars. Now they're making hundreds of dollars with the same amount of views and stuff. Twitch is taking money away from creators over there. They used to take 50% of all the income that came through the platform, but now I think they're taking 80%, which is pretty crazy and just more reasons that Twitch sucks ass. With that being said, what's up, everyone over on Kick? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Zeus Boot? What's up, Darth Blaze? Happy freedom. And what is up, everyone over on the communism platform? What's up, Bombay Man? What's up, Skulls? What's up, Good Buddy? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Gen X? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Tony Rich? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Mary Beth? Happy freedom. What's up, 69 and Drummer? Happy freedom. I ain't seen you in a long time. Appreciate you being here. Let me see. Who else we got on here? What's up, Leanne? Happy freedom to you. Or Leanne. I need to figure it out. One or the other. It's either Leanne or Leanne. What's your name? RV. Happy freedom, RV. What's up, Wild Bill? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Amazing Disgrace? All right, hooligans. Hit that thumbs up button over on the commie platform. That'll do. Let's see. Russell, Twitch is dying. Yeah, I think so. All right, let's get things started here. Also, we will be doing the voice chat at 6 p.m. Eastern time today because it's Happy Freedom Friday today. So definitely go get yourself a membership so you can join us for the voice chat over on jeffmaclive.com. Let's get started with this first video here. It's titled Organized Crime Ring Stole Dozens of High-Value Cars Parked at Airports. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you guys really quick. We have these Hope t-shirts. President Trump is America's hope. This design was created by Alistair, and Alistair is a badass in just about everything he creates, and if you think it, he can create it. So I will make sure to post his link in the chat so you guys can hire him for your creative needs. This design does come in shirts for men, shirts for women, tank tops for men, tank tops for women, pullover hoodies, zipper hoodies, coffee mugs, stickers, dog tags, and I even made a bumper sticker. Today I got on the Bars and Stars Hooligan badge like you see behind me. We got lots of items and lots of designs in the merch store. I'll drop the links in the chats while we're watching this first video.
Police in Dallas busting the leader of an international criminal network targeting cars parked at major airports all across the country. News Nation's Xavier Walton joins us live from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport this morning with just how far-reaching this criminal enterprise really is. Xavier, these numbers are crazy. $5 million worth of cars have been stolen from that airport alone.
Marky, it really does add up over several years, tuning to the amount of more than $5 million. You got to think about this, too. We are getting ready to enter the busy holiday travel season. This highly organized crime theft ring based out of Houston targeted travelers who would go to major airports, much like the one we are at here at DFW. They would go into parking garages and find their mark. The group's leader, police busted them last month and have identified, 14 additional suspects. They believe behind the theft of some 52 cars from DFW alone at a total cost of $5 million. Cops say the vehicles are often shipped overseas within days of being stolen, making it really hard to recover the vehicles once they leave U.S. soil. The thieves are reportedly, listen to this, targeting high-value vehicles in long-term parking using cloned key fobs and other high-tech methods to bypass security. That same scheme, not just at DFW, being carried out at major airports across the country. Take a look at this map here. Similar thefts have been reported. Here it is in other major cities in Texas, New Mexico, Utah, and Nevada, just to name a few. News Nation did reach out to DFW Airport Police, and they said they're going to remain in contact with local, state, and federal authorities on this one. Should also mention, you know what, Marky? Crime thefts have at least gone down at the airport by about 40%. But here I am, watching people park their cars, and I'm kind of looking over my shoulder, wondering, I wonder if they're aware of the story and if they're going to act any differently because of it.
Yeah. And, there's no worse feeling than that panic that hits the pit of your stomach when you can't find your car in the parking lot,
Yes.
Let alone for some of these folks who it's just gone. It's in another city altogether. Xavier, thank you for updating us on that. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good.
Well, like I said, these kind of stories happen anytime it's holiday season or in the beginning of summer when people start going on vacation and stuff. You always hear these kind of stories where people are targeting those individuals that are leaving their belongings unattended and whatnot. I want to know why it took years for them to bust these guys who stole $5 million worth of vehicles. After, the 911 day that happened, thought airports were pretty secure. How are they just letting cars get stolen right out of the parking lot? You should be able to sue the airport for that kind of shit. I mean, you're trusting them with your vehicle. They provide that parking. They charge you for that parking. So I would think you could start a lawsuit with the airport. I don't know. That's what I'd be trying to do. Either way, next up we have Daniel Penny follow-up. His trial is taking a weird left. Chokehold experts testify in court, and from what it sounds like, it's the individuals that trained him in the military. They showed up to say that he didn't use the chokehold correctly, and that's why the individual died. Terrible. I did not think that was going to happen to Daniel Penny. Either way, we got that coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about these bastards out here stealing cars from parking lots like children. What are you saying? Guess something? I'm not going to read that out loud. I don't know what you're talking about. Russell, I hate the DFW airport. I don't like going to airports in general. Just nothing about it is a good experience. Paying $8 for water and stuff, I don't know. It's a miserable experience. Guess I made almost 13 cents in less than 8 months on my only hooligans. Yeah, you're getting it, buddy. How much you make on Grindr though? That's what I'm really wondering. Don't try to downplay it. Guess like Subaru drivers have girlfriends. I love that. I love that. I can't wait to play that funny video. I've been waiting since last night. I found it last night and put it on the schedule. I was like, you are going on the schedule today. Guess Jake looks like unhealthy crap. Yeah, I don't. I'm not impressed with the fight that's going on. Yeah, Mike Tyson's all ripped and all that, although he's an older man. But Jake screaming and howling after getting slapped and stuff. I was like, come on, Mike, do it again. Do it again. Give him another. Pip pap right across the face. He deserves it. I'll check it out, Zero. Thank you for tagging me. Guess the cops don't care because it's between the thief and the insurance company. Yeah, I guess I'd still try and hold them liable, though. They're the ones that try and convince you that, you know, parking at the airport is safe, and they charge you money for it. So it's kind of like misleading. It's kind of misleading there. They're going to charge you money and be like, yeah, just park your car here while you're off on your trip and blah, blah. Oh, by the way, it got stolen. Yeah, we got tons of cameras and stuff, but we're going to require you file a FOIA to get that camera footage. And it's like, I don't know. Seems misleading. What's up, Dutton? Happy freedom. Puffin stuff. Airports were awesome before the Gulf War. Used to trip and ride the trams at SeaTac and go lay at the end of the runways. Was crazy times. Yeah, Puffin stuff. Everything sucks now. I love that video that circulates when they made it illegal to drink and drive, and you see Americans sitting in their older cars and trucks and stuff, and they're like, this is communism. I should be able to drink a beer after work on the drive home if I want to. I'm like, man, America was badass. I don't know what happened. All the soft and stupid people moved in and fucked everything up. What's up, Fitzy? Happy freedom. Like there wasn't enough fence at the airport that they couldn't put a gate and an attendant to make sure your shit isn't gone. Yeah, that's what I mean, Fitzy. Spend all that money to fly in an aircraft while your car's getting stolen back at the parking lot. I don't know. When was the last time we covered something good that happened at an airport? We're covering money being stolen from airports, parts falling off the plane while the plane's in the sky, just all kinds of stuff. We just covered the one plane, Spirit Airlines. They just got shot at flying into Haiti. They caught some bullets. Like, I don't know. Nothing good happens at airports. Mr. B knew my old truck doesn't even have door locks. I used to have a 98 Ford F-150, and the only way to open it was to roll down the window and grab the handle from the outside. It had no interior handles. Well, what I found out is living in Michigan and having those kind of requirements don't work together. Because I closed myself in the truck one day at 3:30 in the morning, having to go to my factory job. It was 7 degrees outside, and I go to roll the window down, and it's fucking stuck. Well, I'm locked in the cab of the car because none of the fucking door handles work. And I opened the little window, was trying to like squeeze out of the car. I ended up having to like honk the horn until the battery died, and my neighbor came out and got me out of the car at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, fuck Ford. I just been that way ever since. It's their fault. Make better trucks with handles and shit on the inside. Stop breaking that shit off. I don't know. Stupid stuff. What doesn't kill you makes you funny. I'm pretty sure that's what they say. What's up, Free Thinking Texan? Happy freedom to you. Driving around the DFW airport is hell. See, like I'm saying, there's nothing good that happens at airports. Pumpkin, everything costs $5 million. Is that the common denominator? Is that the number that keeps popping up on the news? I don't pay attention. I see so much news that it's hard for me to catch the details. Wild Bill, thank you for joining us over on Rumble. David, you're good, buddy, over on CommieTube? You're awesome. You're a badass with the double thumbs up. Hell yeah. What's up, love for country? Happy freedom to you. Nana, it's there now. Just got notified. Thank you for letting me know, Nana. I will get it picked up. Darth Blaze dabs for Harambe. That's right. That's right. What's up, Sage Pup? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Chris Crow? Chris Crow. I mean, they do usually have girlfriends. They're lesbians. That's right, Chris Crow. You tell Guessa. You let him know. 69 a drummer. You could steal cars in PDX or from PDX in Portland, but all you'd get is Subarus and clapped out VWs. Yeah, 69, you go pick me up in Outback. I need an 09. Mine's just taking a shit. What's up, Locked and Loaded? Happy freedom to you. Russell, I hate Fords. See, you're going to get this stuff started. I shouldn't have told that story. I have a lot of reasons why I don't like Fords, but that was the last straw. That one right there. Zero. No, it had handles at one point in time, but there's shitty little plastic ones that got broke off sometime through the duration of that truck's life. I drove it until the transmission fell out of the bottom of it. and I wasn't willing to fix it. Snooks, I drove to the Orlando airport once. I spent 2 hours looping the dang roads there before I could park. Confusion, yeah. I always have to use the stupid Google Maps. All them swooping lanes and stuff like that, and everybody drives like shit. I can't believe there's so many living people in our country with the way that everybody drives. Like, I just can't believe it. The Democrats want to kill their babies, cut their wieners off, and nobody knows how to drive. Like, I figure if I stay indoors long enough, it'll be safe outside eventually, because all the bad people are also dumb people, and they all kill themselves and each other. So I'll just keep my ass indoors where the cat is. Stay safe. We're going to get on this follow-up for Daniel Penny. I really can't believe this stuff is happening. First of all, News Nation is soft as hell. You can hear by the way they talk about this case. The other thing is about this video, when we're watching it, they show clips from the incident happening when Daniel Penny had the dude in the headlock. Look at how many people are involved, because they don't talk about that at all. They act like Daniel Penny is some white supreme military-trained murderer, and he's just out there hunting down people and whatever. That's how they act about him. But in this video, like I'm saying, you're going to see other people involved in the situation, detaining the individual on the floor, as well as the soft-ass language that News Nation uses when they talk about this situation. Either way, hit the thumbs up button over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
The trial of former Marine Daniel Penny resumes today after a bombshell testimony that came from his trainer, claiming he misused the chokehold technique, resulting in the death of Jordan Neely last year on a New York subway. Mills Hayes has been following this case closely for us. She joins us now live. Mills, good morning to you. What are we expecting today in court?
Hey, good morning, Marky. Well, prosecutors could rest their case in former Marine Daniel Penny's deadly subway chokehold trial today. We don't know yet if Penny, who is accused of killing Jordan Neely, will take the stand, but the prosecutor's witness list is winding down. The city medical examiner who inspected Neely's body got on the stand on Thursday. Dr. Cynthia Harris told jurors that he had died from a lack of oxygen caused by a chokehold. The chokehold that prosecutors say Penny performed last May, killing Neely, a homeless man and Michael Jackson impersonator. Penny faces charges of manslaughter and criminality, negligent homicide, and prosecutors argue that the 25-year-old went way too far, showing an indifference toward Neely's life. The Marine Corps combat instructor who taught Daniel Penny how to put people in a chokehold testified Thursday that Penny used the non-lethal chokehold in an improper manner. The chokehold is supposed to knock a person out without killing them, but if it's held too long, the technique can kill a person in a matter of minutes. And bystander video shows Penny holding Neely down for close to 6 minutes, even after Neely went limp. Since Neely's death, Penny has been embraced by conservatives as a good Samaritan, using his military training to protect other people. Florida Representative Matt Gaetz, who President-elect Trump has nominated as his attorney general, has described Penny as a subway Superman. Black Lives Matter activists have protested the trial, labeling Penny as a racist who overreacted to a black man having a mental health episode. Marky?
I know this trial expected to last through Thanksgiving. We'll keep a close eye on it every single day. Mills Hayes, thank you so much.
So you can see here, there's a guy standing up, monitoring the situation. The guy with the backpack and the black coat, that's not Daniel Penny. That's some other guy who's pinning down, I don't know what you want to call it, the homeless person. We'll call him the homeless person. Holding his arms down, pinning his legs down. At one point, you can see the hovering individual to also get involved, placing his hands on the homeless person's shoulders there, pinning him to the ground. So you got 3 individuals involved in detaining the homeless person that was on K2 synthetic drugs and act like an asshole, throwing trash in people's face, as well as threatening to kill everybody in the subway car, claiming that they're not concerned about going to jail or prison and all of that. They're willing to die and all this stuff. So Daniel Penny felt the need to hop in and get involved or witness this guy potentially murder somebody. As this happens, 2 other bystanders get involved, and you can see this right here, but they never talk about it. They never talk about it. They act like Daniel Penny's some white supreme pizza who was just looking for blood. He was on the subway looking for blood. And then they just talk about him so soft. They're so soft and stupid. And then they bring Matt Gaetz up. Why? Oh, because he's going to be the new AG, so let's just shit on Matt Gaetz for no reason at all. Oh, he even referred to Daniel Penny as the subway Superman. You're fucking right. You're fucking right. So what? Cry your little fucking eyes out. Like, I'm so tired of people being soft and stupid. So what? What was he supposed to do? Just take that? Eat shit? I'm so tired of everyone saying Americans need to just eat shit. I'm so tired of that. Daniel Penny wasn't willing to sit there and eat shit. The people on the subway don't deserve to be treated like that. To have some homeless asshole in there drugged up, threatening their lives. Like, nobody deserves that kind of shit. He got what he deserved. And now, I don't want to see bad things happening to people, but what goes around comes around. If anybody else was out there, imagine somebody with a MAGA hat, steps on a train, says he's going to smoke everybody, and he's not scared to go to jail. You think people are going to be upset if somebody did something to him? No, they would not. They would celebrate it. Look how they talk about President Trump, who survived 2 assassination attempts. Look at how they talk about it. They don't seem concerned at all. And that was a planned, orchestrated deal there. That wasn't some spontaneous thing that happened on the subway. Fuck those people for acting like that. And like they're saying in the trial, the people that trained him in the military showed up to say that he incorrectly used the chokehold. He's fucked. He's getting fucked now. I don't know how he's going to get out of that. He's screwed. And when he goes inside, what do you think's going to happen to him? What do you think's going to happen to him? Look how they're talking about him on the news. You think criminals in jail are not watching the news? That's all they do. That's all they do. They try to see who's coming into the jail, who's breaking the laws, and how they're breaking them. Daniel Penny, the white supreme pizza who went out there and murdered a poor homeless dude that was going through a mental breakdown? Oh, that's not going to go well when he gets inside. The whole case is fucked. Next up, we got Get Help. Lefties suggest cutting off friends and family who support President Trump. Now, little do they realize they'd actually be doing their family members a favor by isolating themselves. We'll see. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about Daniel Penny. Awesome. Astro Hammer, I'm glad you're digging it. It is costly, but hopefully that player runs good. What's up, Sam? Happy Freedom. Zero. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. You must be responding to somebody. Zero. Penny saved people's lives. That dude was on drugs just like George Floyd. Yep, it's true. See, and I'm wondering about the autopsy because they're saying that the reason he died was from being choked out. But they said the same thing about George Floyd, and then years later it came out, no, he died from fentanyl. Like the official coroner's report or whatever says, no, he died from fentanyl, which is why they should be doing the retrial or whatever for Derek Chauvin, or however you say his last name. Is this going to be the same way? Are they going to find out that it was actually the drugs that killed the homeless dude and not Daniel Penny? Are they going to leave him inside? Like, God only knows. This case just went to shit. Astrohammer, Black Lives Matter. Yeah, I know. They're trying to bring it back, but I think after they all went out and bought mansions and stuff and then filed for bankruptcy and everything else that was going on, I feel like that movement is dead. They're going to have to try and do something else. They need rebranding like InfoWars. Sam, the dude fuck around, he found out. Yeah, he did. He signed up for it. That's why I don't understand why everybody's mad. That guy signed up for it. He wanted that. He wouldn't have walked on the subway car saying he was going to do bad things to people. He wasn't scared to go to jail. He signed up for it. Like, you tell me you're hungry, I'm going to make you some food. And that's what Daniel Penny did. That's exactly what he did. That guy wanted it, and he got what he asked for, and now everybody's mad. Guess I drive an F-350 dually. I make the rules of the road. Yeah, guess you big ass trucks. You see my little Subaru, you're like, look at that little liberal piece of shit. And then they get by me, and I'm just cruising all blacked out with American flags all over, pistol laying in the seat. They're like, oh fuck, drive on by me. That's how it goes. And at the loonies that are on TikTok and other social media wanting to do bad things to President Trump, so President Trump or supporters should be investigated by the FBI and locked up. I agree on that. I have not heard of any of those liberals getting in any kind of trouble since the election. You know, because after President Trump won the election, there's been deniers. There's been people talking about poisoning us. There's people talking about using firearms against us. just attacking, anybody who even resembles a Trump supporter, and not one video of those people getting a knock on the door. God forbid you post memes about Hillary Clinton, though. You do stuff like that, you're going to prison. But no, apparently it's just free game to make threats against anybody who supports President Trump or even President Trump himself. Because like after the first assassination attempt, how many of those liberals came out and were upset that the shooter missed? Right? Did any of those people get investigated? Not that I've heard of. So they must just like it like that. But then again, it is still Biden's administration right now, and it is his FBI. So that's going to be why. But in 60, what is it? It's how many days is it now? 67 days, I think, until President Trump's inauguration. So hopefully we'll see some change after that. Maybe they will go after those people, because it's not like those videos aren't floating around. Those liberals don't delete the videos. They're badges of honor. They're going viral over that stuff. They love that stuff. They're not going to delete those videos. So when President Trump goes through the inauguration process, maybe the FBI will have a different tune and they'll actually be a little bit more equal about justice. Go say, I'm buying a Trump hat and just hoping a motherfucker would. I need to order a Trump hat before they're all gone, but I don't know what that's going to bring out of people. Most people around here got Trump flags and Trump shirts and stuff like that. I don't see a lot of red hats. I see a lot of fishing hats around here, but I think that's just because it's Michigan. I don't think I'd get too much flack for it, but probably if I went into the big cities, I went into Muskegon or Grand Rapids or something, people would get pissy about MAGA hats. What's up, Black White Bull? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Appeal to Heaven? Happy freedom to you. Rappy, no one will want to get involved anymore. Very sad. He was only trying to help those people. Absolutely, Rappy. And that's the thing. That's what they fail to realize in these news videos. And they probably know and they just hide it. But the reason people think that Daniel Penny's a hero is not because he smoked some dude. It's the fact that nobody does anything. Blatant crime happens right in front of people and they just pull their phones out at most. They don't try and stop the criminals or anything. And it's because of this shit right here. You stop the criminal, you're the bad guy. You're the bad guy now. What's up, Mary Todd? Happy freedom. Pumpkin, next time, tie the guy up and knock him out. Is that extreme? Yeah, it'd be considered kidnapping, I'm pretty sure, if you tie him up. See, and that's what I mean. Like, what are you supposed to do? Just let the crime happen. Just let it happen. Like they say, oh, you got to leave it to the authorities. They used to tell me that all the time because I got a lot of assault charges. I always was sticking up for the little guy. I've told you guys that before. My friends and stuff, they used to be like the little guy. And where I come from, people in our schools were stabbing each other. And so when I moved up here and people were scared to say the fuck word, I was like, oh, I'm the big fish in the little pond here. And I was seeing people get picked on and just mistreated right in front of people and nobody would do anything. So I'd go over there and rock their shit big time. And when I hit 17, they started putting me in jail for it. And they would say, well, you need to let the authorities take care of it. I'd rather just take care of myself. And they're, you make a few trips to jail. You're like, all right, fine. I'll let you take care of it. I ain't going to take care of it anymore. But that's what they're teaching people is look the other way. Look the other way or make a viral video, because otherwise you got 45 minutes to wait for the authorities to show up, and you might have to watch everybody in the subway car die by then. It's messed up. Shouldn't be that way. Addie Walker, I get a lot of compliments on my Trump hat, but I do worry some coward will damage my car if I left it where they can see it. Yeah, Addie Walker. That's why I'm really selective about the stickers I put on my car and stuff. It's because I don't have the patience to deal with people trying to vandalize my vehicle. Darth Blaze, I'll pass on trying to be a hero. That shit might get you life or injured. Not worth it. Yeah, in certain situations, yeah. If you're the one specifically being attacked, you gotta stand up. You can't just eat shit. Don't just eat shit. I won't. I don't care what the fucking law says. If somebody's attacking me, I'm gonna defend myself. Like I said, I used to just go out there for justice, but now it's like, well, I'm gonna let whatever happen unless it's right in front of me. If somebody's getting attacked in front of me, or if I'm being attacked, I'm defending myself. I don't care what the fucking law says. Some words on a piece of paper somewhere doesn't mean that I need to forfeit my life or watch somebody else have their life taken away from them while they can't defend themselves. That shit doesn't make any sense to me. RV, he should get 10 days in jail and community service. See, and he'd probably get time served. Community service would do, though. He'd be fine. He could patrol the subways. That'll keep crime down. Him and Kyle, they go down there together. Patrol the subways. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom. DeMarquise, if he's not guilty, he'll beat it. He'll beat the charges. He's in a liberal court, and you hear the way they're talking about him. Sage Pup, several heads of the FBI are scrambling to retire and have already retired since T-Man won the election. Yep. They're all trying to figure out how to jump ship one way or another. Lock and loaded. Our country has become way too soft. Yeah. Yup. RV, be the subway guard for 30 days. That's what I'm saying. They'd turn New York around. Hair juicer, if you're experiencing lagging, they said it'd be because of your service. Like if you're watching on a phone or whatever, it has to do with your service. Because I questioned the shit out of these people before I got this new live player. Guess if I get sexually assaulted by 3 women, I probably won't fight it for my own safety. I wouldn't fight back either, but I'd record the entire fucking thing. Just in case. Just in case. Okay, you gotta trust the science here. Just in case. You don't want to end up like half these famous people where you're getting assault charges. You're getting sexual assault charges from 26 years ago. You know, like E. Jean Carroll get sexually assaulted in a department store back in the 90s. Didn't remember until it was time for President Trump to become president. Then all of a sudden we got to bring that kind of shit up. Not me. I'm pulling out the footage. We got 3 different camera angles. We got used toys and everything. Smell the evidence. That's what we'd be doing. Fuck that. Anyways, we're moving on to this next one here. Where are we? Oh, yes. Get help. Lefty suggests cutting off friends and family who support President Trump. Could you be so thankful? That'll never happen. Misery loves company, and these assholes, they can't just sit there with their cats. They got to bring that misery to everyone else. Once again, this is Get Help. Lefty suggests cutting off friends and family who support President Trump. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
What would you call a belief system so rigid and so demanding of your loyalty that it tells you to cut off your friends and family if they don't agree with it? Well, you might call it a cult. I'd call it leftism. Turns out it's both. Have a look at what they are now preaching on that incubator of lefty lunacy, The View.
So it turns out every holiday season, political talk can be a tough topic to get into. But given the results of last week's election, Yale psychiatrist Dr. Amanda Calhoun suggested to Joy Reid that some people should sit this one out. Take a look.
There is a push, I think just a societal norm that if somebody is your family, that they are entitled to your time. And I think the answer is absolutely not. So if you are going into a situation where you have family members, where you have close friends who you know have voted in ways that are against you, it's completely fine to not be around those people and to tell them why.
And here is a little bit of what that looks like in practice.
Well, it's happening. The family wants to know what I'm doing for the holidays. I'm going to be here with my dogs and my daughter, who is of childbearing age and now has to get an IUD at 17 years old. And I'm going to be here with my son, who is a political target. And that should really tell you all you need to know about why I'm not going to be hanging out with y'all for the holidays. So off, choke on your turkey. Bye.
I don't know whether to laugh or cry. Look, people, if you're thinking this way, if you're thinking that you should cut people off from your life because of politics, get help and show up to Christmas.
I can't wait till we get to Christmas. Like President Trump said, we're going to say Merry Christmas again. No more Happy Holidays. Going right back to Merry Christmas. These people, like I said, these liberals, they'd be doing their families a service by isolating themselves wherever the hell they live, wherever that bridge is, that homeless encampment, the crack den that they stay in with their hairless cat. They'd be doing their family a favor. Nobody wants to hang out with liberals. They smell like shit. They don't make any sense. They're always upset. They got the hate in their heart. Who the hell wants to put up with that for Thanksgiving? You only need them to be around long enough to make sure they know they're a loser because they lost the election and they can eat shit and go home. If somebody doesn't cry in the driveway during Thanksgiving, you're not doing it right. Okay? That's the rules of the game there. I think these people are so crazy. And what I hate so much about that video is I used to date a woman that used to talk like that when she got mad. Just that condescending tone, just vile, seething. Like, I hate that. Passive aggressiveness, I can't stand that stupid shit. If you're gonna be mad, then act mad. Don't smile at me and act like the Cheshire Cat. Catch this fucking uppercut. Like, I don't know. Just can't stand people. They're soft and stupid. Drives me crazy. Next up, we got opening statements expected Friday in trial of Laken Riley's accused killer. We're gonna play these next videos back to back, these next two here. The first one is a summary of what's expected during the trial for Laken Riley's killer. And then the second video is footage from inside the courtroom. That video is titled, Prosecutor Lays Out the Horrific Manner in Which Jose Ibarra Brutally Murdered Laken Riley. Both of those are coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about these lefties claiming they're going to isolate themselves for the holidays. Scared of Thanksgiving dinner. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. Sam, F off, Karen. Eat shit. Yeah, for real. 100%. For real. Russell, this is crazy town. Yeah. These liberals are so crazy. They're like shaving their head. They're like, I'm going to be ugly for a man. Okay. Well, whatever you say. Gosh. Guess I call it less Christmas gifts to buy. That's right, guess you are right. Snooks, being really high during the holidays around the family helps a lot. Yeah, but the lefties, they're smoking meth and shit, so you know, it's never a good time to be around crackheads. It never is. Sappa, woke doesn't accept, agree to disagree. It's agree or be a Nazi. Yeah, Seppa. You're right. They're a bunch of little fascists running around. What's up, Mike T? Happy freedom. Dutton. I feel sorry for her kids and the poor guys who had drunk sex with that twat. I highly doubt that she had a man stick around long enough to give her 2 kids. Yeah, Dutton. I don't know. These people are self-destructive. You know, she could have had a perfect marriage. God only knows, but chances are she fucked it up. Look at how her mental health is. It's not very well. What's up, Rip Curl? Happy freedom. Black White Bull, take more boosties, lefties. Yep, they're already working themselves into the grave, so I don't know. I'm really shocked. There's so many Democrats and stuff. What's up, Kung Fu? Happy freedom to you. There you guys are. Yeah. I'm wondering if Rumble didn't send out the notification or what's going on. Got low numbers today. Told to carry my youngest brother as a Dem. Gonna play topic bingo on Thanksgiving. That should be fun. That should be fun. Mike T, talked to my sister in Blue, Illinois about the election. Acted like that one in the video and hung up on me. Yeah, Mike T, we don't need that kind of hate in our life, you know? Pumpkin, she was a lovely woman once. When she was born, probably. It went wrong somewhere along the way. Mr. Binu, upspeak and shaking head equals tard. Upspeak? I like that because that's what it sounds like. I can't stand that condescending nonsense where they just start speaking like crazy people. I don't know how else to explain it. They just say stuff that isn't true. It's not happening. They get all high pitched in their voice, the condescending tone. I don't know. Rappy, what happened? They agree to disagree. Nah, they can't live with that. What's up, Film What Matters? Happy Freedom. She seems nice. Yes. What's up, Deep South Jody? Happy Freedom. Wait, her son is a political target? What does that mean? I have no idea. Wait a minute, she had a daughter. I don't know what she said about a son. She's talking about putting her daughter on an IUD, and I assume that's jabs at President Trump. So instead of having an IUD, instead of having contraceptive, she would rather have a 17-year-old that's out here killing babies. That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Pumpkin, that's plain stupid. Yep. Just being vile. Dual Helix, happy freedom to you. Dislike is too nice of a word for me. Yeah, I use it seldomly. Kevin, it's been storming here for like 2 weeks straight. Yeah, it's been that way here too. I figure I won't see the sun again until like February or March. What's up, Tony Rez? Happy freedom. Pumpkin, mental illness is widespread these days. Yep. But I worry if they were to bring back mental institutions, I have a feeling that those people would be running it and they'd be saying normal people deserve to be indoors. That's what I really worry. If we brought back mental institution, the lefties would control it immediately and fill the asylums with MAGA, basically. Normal people. People who want to work. People who want to earn things. People that want to have families. People who want to improve their education and their life, right? They want to brighten their life. Nope, you deserve to be locked up inside of a padded room, they would say. What's up, Disco? Happy freedom. Zeus Boot. I gotta make Xmas great again. Ugly sweater just to troll my liberal family members. They've been talking shit for 4 years. Yeah, I come in with the Trump 1 ugly Christmas sweater. That's how you just kick off Thanksgiving like that. It'd be good stuff. Thanksgiving and Christmas. You got to wear it to both. What's up, MD Cyron? Happy freedom. What's up, Spirit Matter? Happy freedom to you. Cheeky Chops, it should be in the description. Yeah, it is. You could use that email. To Marquise. I'm not going to read that out loud, but that is hilarious. That is hilarious. Gonna get me in trouble. All right, like I said, we're going to play these next two videos back to back. It has to do with Laken Riley's killer, they claim accused killer, which is bullshit. But anyways, this monster's name is Jose Ibarra. And we got two videos here. Like I said before, the first video is kind of a summary of the whole situation of what they expect out of the trial. The second video is a clip from inside the courtroom. So the first video here is titled Opening Statements Expected Friday, today, in the trial of Laken Riley's accused killer. Second video is titled Prosecutor Lays Out the Horrific Manner in which Jose Ibarra brutally murdered Laken Riley. Now, before we get into these two videos, I want to remind you guys really quick, if you would like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the you'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out, as we're making Saturdays more fun. So let me get this first video pulled up. We're going to play these back to back because it's all the same subject. Like I said, this first one here is titled Opening Statements Expected Today in Trial of Laken Riley's Accused Killer.
But first, happening today, the trial over the brutal killing of a Georgia nursing student, Laken Riley. Opening statements begin in just hours from now. Murder suspect Jose Ibarra, a Venezuelan man said to be in the country illegally, waiving his right to a jury trial. Riley's murder reinvigorated the national debate over immigration. News Nation's Alex Capriello is outside that courthouse in Athens, Georgia, for us this morning. Alex, good morning to you. What does Ibarra face if he's convicted in this murder?
Accused killer Jose Ibarra faces the possibility of life in prison without parole. His bench trial is scheduled to begin in about 2 hours from now. Bench trial meaning a jury will not be present to ultimately decide the outcome of Jose Ibarra. Instead, the Athens Clark County Superior Court judge will be the one responsible for this verdict after listening to arguments from both sides, them calling witnesses and present evidence. Jose Ibarra accused of murdering nursing student Laken Riley, the Venezuelan national charged with 10 counts of varying violent crimes, including murder, kidnapping, aggravated assault, battery, and tampering with evidence, among others. It was less than 9 months ago when the 22-year-old's body was found, beaten to death, and discarded in the woods near a running trail on the University of Georgia campus. Her death sparking widespread outrage over immigration policies in America. Immigration and Customs Enforcement quickly revealed Ibarra and his brother Diego were living in the country illegally. Police believe this was a random attack and that Ibarra did not know Riley personally. Prosecutors say they will not pursue the death penalty in this case. Marky?
Just every parent's worst nightmare when you send your kid off to college. Alex, what improvements has the University of Georgia made to make the campus safer for students since her murder?
Well, immediately after Laken Riley's death, we saw the University of Georgia put forward more than $7 million towards campus safety improvements. A lot of that went to things that you can actually see right here on the ground. Increased lighting in high pedestrian traffic areas, 20% budget increase for the University of Georgia Police Department. Some of that went towards beefing up staffing. Other that went to a new ambassador program that actually allows more people out here on the streets to be eyes and ears to make sure that crime does not increase here on campus. Overall, we spent yesterday speaking to students. They say they feel very safe here on campus. Marky?
Yeah, and her family just praying for justice. Alex Capriello, thank you so much. Thanks for watching.
All right, so we're going to get into the second video here. Those people are like, oh yeah, the students feel very safe here on campus. Oh, okay. I wouldn't feel safe. I don't feel safe, not until the mass deportations start. Either way, News Nation always being soft as baby shit. Like I said, we're going to get into the second video here. It's titled, Prosecutor Lays Out the Horrific Manner in Which Jose Ibarra Brutally Murdered Laken Riley. When we're done, we're going to discuss why the hell did this guy get the death penalty.
On February 22nd, Jose Ibarra put on a black hat, a hoodie-style jacket, and some black kitchen-style disposable gloves. And he went hunting for females on the University of Georgia's campus. And in his hunt, he encountered 22-year-old Laken Riley on her morning jog. And when Laken Riley refused to be his rape victim, he bashed her skull in with a rock repeatedly. That is what this case is all about. The evidence will show that Laken fought. She fought for her life. She fought for her dignity. And in that fight, she caused this defendant to leave forensic evidence behind. She also marked her killer for the entire world to see. The forensic evidence that he left behind in this fight is his DNA, and only his DNA and Laken's, underneath Laken's right fingernails. He also left behind in a struggle with her over her phone, because the court will hear that she called 911. He left behind his left thumbprint on her iPhone, which was found not far from her body at the crime scene. And it is that forensic evidence alone that would give you enough evidence to find him guilty as charged on the counts in this indictment. But the evidence in this case will come in basically three forms. There'll be forensic evidence, there will be digital evidence, and there will be video evidence. And all three forms of those evidence will point to one person, Jose Ibarra, as the killer of Laken Riley. So the medical examiner, Laken was sent to GBI headquarters in Atlanta or Decatur, where Dr. DeMarco conducted an autopsy on her the very next day after her murder. What the medical examiner found is that Laken had depressed skull fracture on the left side of her head, and she had 8 other lacerations on the left side of her head, which literally look like holes. She had a smaller subarachnoid hemorrhage on the right side of her head, and she had multiple abrasions to her face, her neck, and her torso. She also had what's called petechia in both eyes, which is consistent with some form of asphyxia. And asphyxia can come in many forms. It can be a drowning, but most importantly in this case, it can be a form of strangulation. It can be manual, it can be ligature, it can be all kinds of things. But what the medical examiner said in this case is that Laken Riley died as a result of the effects of blunt force trauma to the head and asphyxia NOS, not otherwise specified. She can't really say if it was from chest compressions, maybe manual strangulation, but there was something going on in this struggle where this defendant deprived her brain of oxygen for long periods of time. And that was her cause and manner of death.
Okay, so why didn't this individual get the death penalty? I don't understand that. We said that about the 911 people, right? The people that caused that day, right, that knocked down the towers, those people didn't get the fucking death penalty either. Like, what is it for? What do you got to do to get the death penalty? You can break into a country, kidnap somebody just right out of the open, do terrible things to them, brutally murder them, and then you don't get life in prison. Instead, we're going to pay to house that fucker forever until he kicks the bucket. They're looking at life with no parole. Why? Why do we got to pay for that? We don't want him to even be here. Now we got to pay for him to exist? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. I don't know what else to say about it. Most of the stuff I want to say, I can't say. So it's not good. I can say that. It's not good. This is not good enough. That's not justice. Not even kind of, sort of. Anyways, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about Laken Riley's murderer being tried without possibility of the death penalty. Next up, we got RFK Jr. past actions concerning for his HHS role. This is a full-on propaganda video. This is fear-mongering against Bobby Kennedy. They're out here selling fear and doubt to the normies and lefties, giving it to them to soak up. Like I said, it's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about this trial for Laken Riley's murderer. Reading through. And he looks very smug. What a disgusting piece of shit. Yep. They're monsters. They don't even... he don't look like he feels bad at all. He looks like that's not the first time he's done that. Like, he seems very nonchalant about it. That's why they're monsters. They don't even feel the depth of like what they're doing. They're just, it's all a free ride to them. They don't care. Even being in our jail is probably a better life than he had wherever the fuck he came from. Holy shit, Guessum said exactly what I just said. The sad part is the U.S. prison is still better than where he came from. Yeah, exactly, Guessum. This is bullshit. We shouldn't have to house him forever. He shouldn't be here. He shouldn't be here. Russell, he knows he's going to prison. Yeah. And the thing is when you hurt individuals, right, you hurt kids and stuff like that, and you go to jail, you go to prison, you usually don't make it out of there. But the thing is he's an illegal. How many other illegals are in prison right now? He's going to go there where they are, and he'll be grouped up with them, with people, with numbers. So then nobody will be able to get to him because he'll be in a gang of illegals. Because that's how prison is, right? Everything's all divided in their own gangs of sorts, skin color, and whatever else they do, because they have their own way of living inside, and the COs don't give a fuck. They're a part of it. They live inside prison just as much as the inmates do. They're all fucking corrupt over there. So this illegal who gets in after hurting the youth here, if he was an American, he'd be fucked. But because he's an illegal, they're going to stick him where the other illegals are, where he'll have defense. He'll have his own people that do the same fucking things that are just bad people. So unless the CO actually gets him, he'll be fine. He'll be living a better life than wherever he came from. What a piece of shit. Zero, the judge is going to get death threats no matter what his decision, so might as well make the right decision. He should, but he's not going to get the death penalty. Guess I'm not going to get the death penalty, which pisses me off. However, he will get green-lighted in prison. I don't know if they're going to actually be able to get to him. Zero illegals that get convicted should have to sleep in tents in Montana. Like I said, I can't say what I think that he should get. Yeah, JT3. He would have to get dealt with in transit. There was somebody here in West Michigan that was accused of killing his baby. And I don't remember all the details to it, but they were looking for like a year to find the body of this baby because they couldn't figure out what he did with the baby. They thought maybe he had sold it or he'd given it away or something. A lot of people thought he killed the baby. It was his baby. But they couldn't find it. And it was like a nationwide story. A lot of people heard about it. And I wish I could remember what the baby's name was, because that's what it was. It was like the search for this name. And they couldn't find the baby. Now, they still charged him with murder, which technically they can't do. They didn't have proof that he murdered anybody, but they still charged him with it because that's the way things work at these small town courthouses here. Is they don't need evidence. They'll just, you're fucked if they want you to be, you're fucked. Now, this guy, I think he did do something wrong, and I think he should have been held accountable, and they held him accountable even though they didn't have the proper evidence to do so. But it was such a big deal that they had a hard time transporting him because people were trying to get him, just to get him out of the van and to march him up into the courthouse, because you're in shackles when you go to the Laken courthouse. They were having to pick him up and walk his ass into the basement because him shuffling along took too long, and they were worried that somebody was going to reach out and get him in transit, because that's what happens when people really want to get you. You don't want to be out in the open, not for longer than 60 seconds, because somebody might just reach out and get you and stuff. And so we'll see what happens, because Laken Riley's killer is obviously got a lot of spotlight on him, especially after every single Trump rally, every time Trump went to a town hall, every time Trump spoke publicly, he brought up Laken Riley. So it's a lot of spotlight on him right now. Puff and stuff. Death penalty should be carried out within 1 year of conviction and sentencing. Plenty of time for appeal. He should get the death penalty. I don't know what. Like I said, what do you got to do to get it? What do you have to do? I know not all states do it, but I don't know. He couldn't have committed much more crime. Like, he broke almost all the damn laws. All he had left was terrorism. Metal Mouth, happy freedom to you. Send motherfuckers like that to Siberia. All of them need to freeze their asses off for the rest of their miserable lives. Yep. What's up, Jack? Happy freedom to you. Told to care prison is like camp for them. Yep. JT3, yeah, this son of a bitch gets prison. And the guy in the subway, what does he get? Yeah. Well, I think Daniel Penny's looking at like 15 years or something like that. But Jose, what is his name? I don't want to guess his name. Something Ibarra. Jose Ibarra. He's looking at life in prison without parole, where he'd have to sit there until he died because he doesn't have the option of parole. But why should we have to pay for him? He shouldn't be here to begin with, and now we got to pay for him to stay here for life? Like, it's messed up. Appeal to heaven. I can't wait for Trump to start sending them all to jail and out of the country. I know. Well, like I said, we got a video coming up about how governors have created their own like organization about how they fully intend to stand against President Trump. I don't even know how they can do that. It sounds like being a traitor to me, but we'll see when we get there. Teasel, happy freedom to you. Breaking rocks in Arizona heat. Well, they're probably from warm countries and stuff, but they should have to do something. RV, there's so many stories that we don't hear about, but us as a community and Americans stand up. Yep. Well, yeah, and the news doesn't want to cover border crosser crime because it makes the current administration look bad. Now, they're going to start when Trump takes office because it'll work in their favor. So they'll start covering more border crosser crime. But there's been tons of videos we've covered that involve illegals, and they don't talk about them being illegals. They just say it in a phrasing of 43-year-old male or 26-year-old female, and they don't tell you who they are, what their names are. They don't show their pictures. They don't say if they're locals to whatever event happened. They just lie about it. They just mislead people and withhold information and manipulate the whole story just to sell it the way that they want to, that they think is going to benefit them. But a lot of these crimes are committed by illegals, and a lot of times they won't even talk about it. A crime committed by an illegal is a story that's not being sold. They don't want to talk about it, but things are going to change. What's up, John? Happy freedom. Yeah, defund their states. Absolutely. If they're going to stand against the president, then they deserve some sort of retaliation. What's up, Clar? Happy freedom. What's up, Dan? Happy freedom to you. Guess Ibarra sounds like an insurrection by definition. Yeah, well, I don't know. This doesn't feel like justice to me, though. Let's see. Oh, yes, this next video here is some propaganda against Bobby Kennedy here. Now, we've all been waiting for Bobby Kennedy to get in his position there to make America healthy again. We need that, a healthy. We need it, though. They're going to take fluoride out of the water. They're going to fix our food. They're going to crack down the FDA that approves all these cancer-causing chemicals that they put in our food. They put in your makeup, all that kind of stuff. It's going to change things for the better. At least I believe so. Now, before we get into this propaganda piece here that they're feeding to the lefties and the normies, I got a reminder for you guys really quick. Kind of shifting gears here from all the dark doom and gloom. If you hooligans have children in your life, I want you to check out these books titled A Dog Named Cappy. A Dog Named Cappy comes in a rhyming book, but you can also get it in a Christmas activity and coloring book for kids that enjoy using crayons and markers and being creative. A Dog Named Cappy rhyming book is available in paperback, and you can also get it on Kindle. You can get the Christmas activity and coloring book available on Amazon. If you hooligans do purchase these books, please leave reviews on Amazon and also follow them on their Facebook page as a way to stay up to date with new books coming out, as well as helping them grow. A Dog Named Cappy is a real dog, or Cappy is a real dog who lives here in Michigan with the illustrator's grandmother, and it would mean a lot to them for you hooligans to go check out their books. So let me grab these links really quick so you guys know where to go get these cool books to go check out. And then we will move forward with the next bit of the news we get. So that right there is for the paperback of the rhyming book. If you prefer that, that's how I got it, and I like it. But if you're an individual that prefers Kindle, this link right here will get you to where you need to go if you would like to pick it up on Kindle. And if my mouse would act like a mouse, this book, or this link, I mean, will take you to the Christmas activity and coloring book, which I think is good for all ages. It's good for everybody. And then this link right here will take you to their Facebook page. Please go follow them. Check out all their stuff they got. Help these people grow because they're trying to do good things out here. All right, those are all the links. So we're going to get into our next little bit of the news here. Oh, yes, the propaganda against Bobby Kennedy. They are pissed. They're pissed. I seen someone saying yesterday that I think it was Obama was trying to put Bobby Kennedy in some sort of position like he's in right now, like President Trump put him in. And back when Obama was going to do it, everybody was excited about it. It didn't work out. Now President Trump putting Bobby Kennedy in the government. Now everyone's all upset. So let's get into this propaganda once again. This is titled RFK Jr. Past Actions Concerning for HHS Role, says a family physician.
Joining us now is Dr. Timothy Quinn, family physician and board-certified obesity specialist. Thank you for being here. What is the reaction within the medical community when the motto in medicine is usually do no harm? Some saying this pick, although not surprising, is concerning.
Right. I have been provided the privilege of providing health care in my home state of Mississippi for over 20 years. And I personally observed the impact of external influence. Whenever, especially during COVID, that external influence has been a political agenda to either decrease vaccination efforts through defunding or demotivating individuals or organizations, there's always been decreased healthcare grades and increased deaths. That's not only here in Mississippi, but that's in any state in our nation or anywhere in the world in which we live.
How do you feel about the head of HHS having no medical background? And should it be someone whose background is in science and medicine?
Not just me, but the entire medical community have been very concerned that, especially during the COVID pandemic, this is a time that our United States of America was tested with a very difficult health situation, and we lost a lot of lives, but we got on the offense and we started saving lives because we educated ourselves. But one of the biggest problems was there was a lot of leadership that were making decisions that were not research proven, fact-based. That's why it's so important that anybody that has leadership in healthcare relies on fact-based information, and it's more likely if that person is a healthcare provider.
RFK Jr. has said he's not going to take away anybody's vaccines, and he said he's never been anti-vaccine, but he wants to make sure that the scientific safety studies and efficacies are out there and people can make individual assessments. What worries you most based on some of the things he has said publicly about vaccines and other health topics?
Well, what worries me, and not just me, but I've had a discussion with a lot of my colleagues in the medical community, is the person's actions in the past. A person's actions and what they say in the past has a very high probability of impacting their decisions in the future. That's why in the healthcare field, we look at what's called the history. We look at the history of what that person has said and what that person has done, and then that helps us come to a conclusion of what we think or what we anticipate that they might do in the future. If a person has been not encouraging as far as vaccines in the past, then there's concern that they might not be encouraging of vaccines in the future. But vaccines, as we saw during the COVID pandemic, put us on the offense. The minute people started getting vaccinated, that's when the death rate went down. People started developing the antibodies. If they contracted COVID, there was a higher probability they could fight it off, even if they had compromised immune systems. Those that were elderly, those with chronic medical conditions, and lives were saved. So this is something that we're really going to push for in the medical community, and we're going to be very hopeful and encouraged that people will continue to get vaccinated and there won't be as much pushback on the vaccine so that we can save lives.
Yeah, take the ambiguity out of the science. Dr. Timothy Quinn, I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, there's that disgusting dumb doctor. Probably not even a real doctor. Just plays one on TV. The rest of those clowns over on Capitol Hill. Why does he got to talk about the plague like 3 or 4 times? You would think this was 2020. The way he was bringing all that stuff up. Stupid. We look at things people say and what they've said, and then we predict their future. You're a fucking doctor, right? What the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? Nothing. Talking about nothing. Talking about politics. He's like, well, he's not a medical physician. He doesn't know, blah, blah. So we're going to look at what he said, and then we're going to predict the future. What? And then he wants to bring up getting jabbed up. Got to go out there and get jabbed up. What's that got to do with Bobby Kennedy? Nothing. Nothing. He's Team MAGA, which means you have a choice. It's not like the Biden administration where it's a mandate. You're going to get thrown out of the military, get thrown out of your medical field because take the jab or else. It's MAGA. So whatever his thoughts and feelings are, I'm sure it will still be left up to you to make your own choices regardless of health. These people are stupid and they're out here selling lies. Now, we know it's a propaganda piece. I told you guys that in the beginning. So it's, not really surprising that they're going to be soft and stupid. But the thing is they're telling normies this. They're telling lefties this. So now, from here on out, you're going to see people repeat this garbage all over the internet during Thanksgiving dinner. They're going to be talking about that dumb shit right there. Oh, Bobby Kennedy, he's going to take all your jabs away. You won't be able to get jabbed up anymore. He said things in the past, so we know where he's going in the future. That doesn't even make any kind of sense. People change their opinions about things. Look at Tulsi Gabbard, right? She's probably said things in the past that don't exactly reflect her beliefs now, let alone in the future. So, again, guys, just selling fear and doubt. That whole video is just selling fear and doubt. And all of Blue News is pushing that kind of bullshit right now. So, yeah, we get to tell all the soft and stupid people they lost during Thanksgiving dinner, but that'll be their rebuttal. Oh, Bobby Kennedy, he's going to get us killed. He's going to take your boosters away. So stupid. Next up, we got Trump announces Doug Burgum, I don't know how you say his name, Doug somebody, will be Secretary of the Interior. Now, President Trump has announced a few other individuals for his cabinet. I don't really have a summary video because I wasn't sure who all was selected. It seemed like a lot of names came out yesterday. I didn't know any of them, though. I also didn't know the positions they were selected for. But either way, President Trump was live yesterday, and he spoke at the American First Policy Institute Gala that took place at Mar-a-Lago. Now, I didn't know he was going to be live, otherwise we probably would have covered it. Rice Said Broadcasting didn't cover it, which makes me wonder who did. But either way, because we missed it, I figured we'll grab that and put President Trump on the screen because it's always good to hear from the president. So it's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about that fear-mongering that they're doing related to Bobby Kennedy. It's reading through. Alistair, oh yeah, because the docs that are all bought and paid for have done so well in that position. Yeah, exactly, Alistair. They're just losing their power and they're mad about it. So they got to try and pull on normies. But normies feel bad for us. We're losing our control. Some of the normies will believe it. And blow it out your ass, you quack. I love it. You tell him, Annette. Love it. Russell, still not jabbed up. Yeah, I don't know. I know certain lefties out there are happy about it, but there's been a lot of people that I've met that did get the jab in the beginning and regretted it. They either had health issues or they found out the truth about everything. And there's a lot of people trying to figure out how to get it how do you get it out of your body? But as far as I know, you can't. And there's a lot of stuff mixed into that. We had a conversation once about how it could be considered the mark, how you got permanent sin in your body. Because they had to kill babies in order to make it, right? And so then that means you got part of that in the jab. You put the jab in your body, you can't get it out. You have permanent sin in your body. And so we talked about that before. YouTube made sure to give me a strike about it, so got to be delicate with how I talk about it. But yeah, it's not good. Now, if people want to get it, good for you. You want to go out there and smoke crack, good for you. I'm not going to stop you from doing it. But don't tell me what I'm going to put in me, right? And that's how I feel, and I think that's how most Americans feel. We don't care what you're going to do as long as you do that shit over there. Don't tell me what I'm going to do, and fair's fair. I feel like that's the American way. You want to go do that, you go do that. Just don't tell me what to do. Nobody likes to be told what to do. What's up, Livid Review? Happy freedom to you. Oh, man, Annette, I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you, Snooks. I appreciate the compliment. Puffin Stuff, father-in-law got 2 jabs. Or, no, wait a minute. The chat moved. Jab 2 days later. Admitted to the hospital, passed 5 days later. Wow, Puffin Stuff. I'm really sorry to hear that. Jack, jab injury can be made to feel better by jailing Bill Gates. I mean, that's a start. That's a start. Stoner, I got a magic rock that'll keep the plague away. I could sell it to you. That's right, Stoner. That's what they're doing. What's up, Josh1776? Happy freedom to you. Libby Racer, no jab, no regrets. Same. What's up, Craig? Happy freedom. 65 years old here. Last jab was in 66, except for a tetanus shot. F them all. Yep. Pumpkin, it's just a Dem thing. They're all scared. Yep. They are. They're crying about what ifs. That's what kills me. They're going to be sitting here pissing and moaning and crying about President Trump for the next 4 years, while President Trump makes their life better. They will have more opportunity, and as a nation will be more efficient than possibly ever before. And they're still going to bitch. They're still going to bitch and complain. We're about to have a fantastic economy with cheap gas, and they're mad about it. And they still get to kill babies. You know, we covered that. They petitioned 10 states to change the laws to make it more available to kill babies, right? 7 out of the 10 states went for it. So even though we got President Trump, they still got more access to killing babies. What is there to bitch about? I don't get it. What is there to bitch about? Bunch of nothing. Crybabies out there. Sore losers. Ghostly, I don't like RFK, but this was all bullshit. They're just mad. Yeah, Ghostly, that's what I think too. They're just mad. Mad people out there. Elisa, no jab here. Caught the plague a couple times. Still here. That's right. It's our natural immunity. We're building up our natural immunity. They should have never went after us the way that they did, because now you got people who are painting walls and refusing to wear masks while doing it just because of the brain fucking we got back in 2020. Like, nah, buddy, you should kind of wear a respirator while you're painting and shit. They're like, never again. I'm not a damn Democrat. Like, no, buddy. You need PPE in certain situations. You can wear the mask. We're not going to call you a Democrat. Just make sure you get the wall painted. But, you know, they should have never came after us like that. They messed us all up with that stupid shit. RV, I was sick for a month but got over it. Yeah, I mean, it took 2 of my 5 senses away permanently. We're going on 3 years since I've smelled or tasted anything on Christmas. Fuck that. They should have never went after us the way they did. I don't care about the jab or any of that stupid shit. Yeah, it can get bad, but there's other illnesses out there too. I'm scared of the stupid stuff. What's up, Nitro? Happy freedom. '69 drummer. A lot of destruction came from Fauci and the, I don't know what that is, and the plague. I lost my job and for not taking that shit. Yeah, a lot of people did. A lot of people did. We lost most of our nurses, most of our doctors, half of our military, lots of our police, lots of first responders, lots of firefighters. And then all you got left is those that complied. Those that complied with communism. And now we might got some decent people coming back because a lot of mandates dropped out. But why did we have to go through that? You know, why do we have to go through that? Bobby, you can't smell farts? Can't. I cannot. I'm immune. Built different. Evolved differently. Like I said, we're going to play this next video here. This is just checking up on President Trump more than anything. Now, the video is about him making this announcement for Doug Burgum. Again, I don't know who that is. I also don't know what the Secretary of Interior is. I don't know what that means. But it's always good to hear from the president. He was live yesterday, and we would have covered it if I would have known how to do that. But even Right Side Broadcasting didn't cover it. So don't really know what to say about that, but at least we got him now. Hit that thumbs up button over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
And that's going to bring down the cost, generally speaking, and we're going to have a whole new. We have a big announcement, and I won't tell you the name of his the exact name. I think he's an incredible person. Got an unbelievably wonderful wife named Catherine. So I won't tell you his name. Might be something like Burgum. He's from North Dakota. He's going to be announced tomorrow for a very big position. So everybody's waiting. There he is. Hi, Doug. He's going to be announced tomorrow, and we have somebody else that's probably coming up with him to be announced, who's a big one. And we're going to do things with energy and with land, interior, that is going to be incredible. And so I look forward to doing the formal announcement, although this is a pretty big announcement right now. Actually, he's going to head the Department of Interior, and he's going to be fantastic. Good, Doug. Congratulations, Catherine. But we'll make the formal announcement tomorrow. All right? We're going to reduce regulation, waste, fraud, and inefficiency, and these two guys are going to find a lot of it. We're going to clean out the corrupt, broken, and failing bureaucracies, and that's what we're going to be doing. And we're going to stop child sexual mutilation. We're going to stop it because it's time. It's time. It's time, and it's not right what's going on. It is mutilation, and it's not going to happen. We have to stop it. We have to get back to a great country with low taxes and strong military. We're going to fix our military. We did it once. Now we're going to have to do it again. We didn't know a big chunk of it was going to be given to Afghanistan. We're going to work on Middle East, and we're going to work very hard on Russia and Ukraine. It's got to stop. Russia and Ukraine's got to stop. Thousands and thousands. I saw a report today. Thousands of people over the last 3 days were killed. Thousands and thousands of people were killed. They happen to be soldiers, but whether they're soldiers or they're people sitting in towns, we're going to work it. So I just want to thank everybody for being here tonight. I really want to congratulate Linda, you and Brooke for the job you've done. And it's an honor to be here. And thank you, Sly. Thank you, everybody. Great honor. Thank you very much.
Well, that's President Trump there, speaking live. Let me see, where was it? It's a long-ass title, I know that. The America First Policy Institute Gala over at Mar-a-Lago. Seemed like a good time. I think Vivek spoke there, too. I'm seeing clips of it. Like I said, we would have covered it live if I would have known that that was even a thing going on. Usually I keep focus on Right Side Broadcasting for all the Trump-related stuff, but they didn't cover that live either, so might have to get a backup just in case that happens again. Next up, we have blue states form a resistance group against President Trump. This shit just sounds like treason to me. It sounds like being a traitor, but either way, it's coming up next. It's a very short video, but that's all right. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about President Trump. Russell, Trump is great. I agree. He's over there styling with his little bow tie and stuff. Usually we see him with his big red tie. It's reading through. What's up, Joe Lexi? Happy freedom. And AR-16, happy freedom to you. The mainstream media created TDS in a lab. Yep, they did. It was kind of like making the Powerpuff Girls. Little sugar, spice, and everything nice. Got that TDS. Hit them harder than than diabetes. Hit them harder than diabetes. Mm-hmm. Reading through. Libby Racer and the woke. Well, we have. It's dying. It's taking time dying out. What's up, Tony Rez? Happy freedom. Secretary of Interior's National Parks, etc. Thank you for letting me know, Tony Rez, because I didn't know. I was like, he's going to change the interior of the White House. It's one of those kind of guys. He's got a lisp, flipping his wrists and stuff like that. Jack, Alex Jones to confiscation reversed. Yeah, we're going to be covering it a little bit. I don't know. I don't know what to think. Alex Jones does a lot of things that seem real when it happens, but then it always gets reversed, and then you start to question the authenticity of it. Because sometimes I think he's just kind of doing gimmicks, and then other things might be actually happening. And so I don't know, but we got to follow up to yesterday, because yesterday we covered that InfoWars was being purchased by The Onion, and that they had to change studios. They got new branding for social media, as well as a new URL for the website and all of that. Now, as far as I know, all that stuff is still the way it is, but The Onion's not purchasing InfoWars now, and we have that video coming up. A couple more videos, because we only got like 5 more left on the schedule here, so one of the few next ones. Stoner, Darth Vader was a Democrat. You could tell by the mask and abandoned child. Well, you're not wrong, Stoner. Democrat Darth Vader. Should have seen that. Can't believe it. JT3 Berg is the governor of North Dakota. Weird. I didn't know that. I don't know anything about this Doug individual. Pumpkin, the plague was a Fauci experiment. It was, because he gave it gain of function. Rand Paul called all that out right in front of everybody. Everybody knew what happened, and they just didn't hold Fauci accountable, because they don't hold anybody accountable. They go out there, they spill the beans in front of everybody, just like the whole FBI failed assassination attempt against President Trump, or any of the other things that, we've covered and gone over. Anytime people speak in front of Congress or any of those individuals, they tell you everything you need to know, and then nothing happens to them. There's no consequences for their actions. Appeal to Heaven, you got 400 on Tyson tonight? Well, I hope you win big. Yeah, Pumpkin, I need some coffee too. I had my Gatorade here, but I toasted it out. It's gone. I don't know, Bobby. What's going on with you, bud? Just in the chat like, what is going on? I don't know. What's up, tinfoil hat? Happy freedom. I don't have any thoughts on the fight tonight. It's a big gimmick. RV, I think Joe Biden went out in style. He was cooked anyway. Pardon Hunter. He's a what? A partier? And he didn't kill anyone? Who? Old Man Walter? Well, he got those 13 people smoked in the withdrawal of Afghanistan. So, I mean, he did kill those people. Old Man Walter, he's something else. Hunter's just killing himself. Well, yeah, Hunter is the results of piss poor parenting. That's what it is. What's up, DB? Happy freedom. RV, I like Trump. He's what this country needs. I agree. I totally agree. I went out there and voted my ass off. Joe Lexi, haven't seen Fauci lately. Maybe his ass is in Gitmo. No, he's a professor at Harvard or something right now. He got some teaching job. I can't remember what it was. We covered it. Fauci, I want to say he's a professor at Harvard now. He's a professor somewhere. Or at least that's what he was going to do. I don't know if he's still doing it. But that's what he got picked up as, to go teach at Harvard or some Ivy League school that's, got pro-Hamas protesters camping out in front on campus. Jack, they do kill the babies before Joe eats them. You're probably right, Jack. You're probably right. Because they crawl away and Old Man Walter ain't going to catch them, That's fucking terrible. It's not Free Speech Saturday, but it's starting to feel like it. Guess is tonight's fight IBA or UFC rules? I think the whole damn thing's staged, so I don't know, but we'll see. We got a little bit of it coming up because you guys were asking about it. I'm not impressed with this fight at all. I met Muhammad Ali multiple times. I told you guys that. In seeing the condition he was in at the end there, in person, and then seeing Mike Tyson and seeing little hints of his age, why is this even happening? It shouldn't be happening, but it is. It's a mess. Both fighters are going to win money. They're both going to get good money off of this. It's all publicity, but it's a publicity stunt. And I don't like that. I don't know. I just don't like it. It's like going to the zoo and going and beating on an old lion just to tell everyone you whooped a lion. Well, the lion's 40 years old. He ain't going to fight you back. Like, fuck. You know, and you're trying to do that to get clout? You trash. You're trash. Gimmicky ass bullshit. I don't like fake stuff. I do not like fake stuff at all. I'm not fake. If you met me in person, I'd be the same asshole that you see screaming on the TV every day. I do not like being fake. And that fight is fake as shit. But either way, we're going to get on to this next stuff. Let's see where we are here. Oh, yes. The I can't remember what their name is, but this sounds like treason to me. It's titled Blue States Form a Resistance Group Against President Trump. Now, this is a very short video. These next few are kind of short videos. All right, so we're going to see these individuals form a team of traitors. Let's get this rolling. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up button over on Rumble.
As Trump wins back the White House, Democratic governors, including several potential 2028 contenders, are now vowing to protect their states from Donald Trump's policies. The group is called Governors Safeguarding Democracy, and it's being dubbed as a nonpartisan group, an alliance vowing to oppose whatever Trump's second term might bring. Here with reaction is former executive director for Draft Biden.
All right, so we're not going to hear that random person talking about their thoughts and feelings and whatever. But either way, these governors out here have created Safeguard Democracy, where they're all going to team up and work with each other against the president of the United States. How can that even happen? I don't understand that. What's the president for then? Are we not all a team here? I don't get it. I don't understand how they can do that. Like I said, it's a short video there. The next one we have is kind of shocking. It's titled, Seattle, Now Arresting Shoplifters and Petty Criminals After a 4-Year Hiatus. Let's hop right into this video because there wasn't much meat and potatoes with the last one. We'll hop into this video and then we will read through the chat. See what you hooligans think about both these right here. We're going to run this whole video, I think. Oh, no. 2 minutes of it. 2 minutes of this video, and then we'll hop in the chat.
After 4 years of skyrocketing crime, the city of Seattle has once again started arresting people for low-level crimes such as shoplifting and vandalism. Earlier this month, King County reversed its pandemic-era restrictions that had allowed petty criminals to walk free, even if they were caught red-handed, with the original goal of keeping jails less crowded during the pandemic and also most likely a result of the George Floyd era defund the police movement in many liberal cities. Remember that Seattle was home to the Chaz District, or Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone, a self-declared autonomous region established in June of 2020. 6 city blocks, including an area that surrounded the Seattle Police Department's East Precinct, claiming to be home for artistic expression and demonstration with self-governance. Chaz lasted about 2 months before Seattle police moved in, dismantled it, and reclaimed the precinct. This change is a victory for law enforcement, who for 4 years have been fighting to have the county let them, I don't know how else to say it, do their jobs, right? And it's not just petty crime that has plagued Seattle since the pandemic. Seattle is one of the few cities in the country where crime has gone up from 2023 to 2024. Take just gun crimes, for example. Few of these cities, according to a study cited in the Seattle Times. Boston, gun crime down 60%. New Orleans, considered the most violent city in America, down 44%. In larger cities like New York and Chicago, down 20 and 6%. Clearly a trend until you get to Seattle, where gun crime went up a whopping 63%. Joining us now is Seattle Police Department Deputy Chief Eric Barden. Deputy Chief, thank you.
All right. Well, it sounds like the police is going to be allowed to do their job out in Seattle. We saw a little bit of that. I'm trying to think if it was election night or the day before the election. It was one or the other. We put it on the screen, and it was showing Antifa getting roughed up by the Seattle police. And it's not the 2020 Antifa. Those guys were lost. They didn't know what they were doing. They were sitting there yelling with the cops. The cops were being all politically correct while they were mobbing this one guy on the ground. They're like, we're not silencing your free speech. We're just going to take one of you in for questioning. They're announcing on the LRAD. Peacefully taking them down. It's going to be interesting. The future will be interesting. Like we've already saw that the Border Patrol is starting to crack down on border crossers. Now the police in Seattle are starting to do their job. The Democrats are scared, and we're moving into a new time here in America. Next up, we have Democrat Commissioner Diane Merciglia and Bob Harvey voted today to count illegal ballots against the Pennsylvania Supreme Court's ruling in an attempt to aid former Senator Bob Casey. So a little bit of treason going on. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about the Seattle police actually doing their job for once, as well as blue governors trying to stand against President Trump, going as far as creating a new organization. Guess nullification is a legal doctrine which argues that states have the ability and duty to invalidate national actions they deem unconstitutional. Interesting, guess some. So they would have to prove that President Trump's policies or whatever are unconstitutional in order to stand in the way of them. I still don't think it's going to affect ICE. I think ICE is still going to do this mass deportation. Guess it's an Obama era trick. He really messed things up. Hey, thank you for being here, Annette. Hope dinner turns out awesome. Metal Mouth. Seattle needs to get rid of their fuck ass governor, Jay Inslee. I spent 3 years in Seattle. I'm glad that God saw fit to let me come back to Omaha. Holy, what was that? Yeah, Metal Mouth. I don't know. I've never heard anything great about the left coast as long as I've been a live streamer and whatnot, but it is nice to see that the police are actually doing their job over there now that President Trump's coming home. Pumpkin, ICE goes wherever they want. Yeah, see, and that's what I'm thinking too. I don't understand why these blue governors are so hell-bent to stand against President Trump, especially when it comes to protecting border crossers. Why do they want to protect those people so much? It's got to be the control. It's got to be. Why would you want people in your society that don't contribute to society and they can't take care of themselves? It's got to be control. They just enjoy having control over those people. They know that without them, those people don't get food, water, shelter, anything, because they can't take care of themselves. It's like their own little communism in the middle of our republic. It's just so they get to be back to their old blue roots in a certain kind of way. They don't have illegals out there working the crops in the fields and stuff, but maybe with enough time they'll be able to trick them into doing it, because it's all about control. It's all about control. Liberator sounds more like an insurrection shrouded by treason. Yep. Liberator resistance is futile. Well, we'll see how it all turns out. Because if the riots start, it'll be there in those blue states where those blue governors are standing against President Trump. Just like before. Just like before in Portland, they're burning that place to the fucking ground. The Justice Center was on fire every day. They had the marshals out there spear tackling little 20-year-old crackheads all blacked out with their black bloc. President Trump's like, you want me to send in the National Guard? You want me to do something? And they're like, no, we like it on fire and smelling like shit around here. And I'm like, okay. And now look at those places. It's a blue dream over there. Libby Racer, a liberal utopia. Yeah, exactly. Craig, the good old days. Mm-hmm. Bobby, they're cracking down in Portland too. Man, they got a lot of opportunity out there. AR-16, about time, for real. Normal times, Trump's not even in office yet. These guys are in full-on panic. They're trying to pretend like they've been doing their job. They're, do it like this, President Trump. This is how you want me to do it? Okay, I'll do it. That's what they're doing right now. They're trying to act like they've been doing their job the whole time. Appeal to heaven. They had 4 years. No more BS. I agree. What's up, myself? Happy freedom to you. Because they're dumb, people give politicians way too much credit. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what these blue governors do. Because all they're doing is shooting themselves in the foot with that nonsense. Dirtbike freedom. Happy freedom to you. Who's going after Fauci when Trump gets in? I'm not sure who it would be, but they need to. They need to go after Fauci. It's his fault. We all went through this shit. Debbie, because they're communists. That's right. DeMarquise, Tyson's going to slap Jake around like Doug Emhoff at the Tupperware party. DeMarquise. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. And otherwise it's staged. Otherwise it is staged. MAH. Maybe they need to run that by the MAGA people who live in their state, like primary them out of office. Absolutely. All these governors that are creating a new little club of Trump haters, well, they should be voted out. What's up, Tinfoil Hat? Appreciate you. Thank you for the thumbs up. All right, hooligans. We're going to move into this next one here. Let me see. Oh, yes. Nice little set of trees in here. It's titled Democrat Commissioner Diane, I don't know what her name is, Marsaglia and Bob Harvey voted today to count illegal ballots against the Pennsylvania Supreme Court ruling in an attempt to aid former Senator Bob Casey. We're going to play this video, and we'll probably going to play the next one after it. We still got 5 more videos or so, but this one's not very long. About 27 seconds here. Let me see if there's any more context. Not really. All right, so let's get into this. These people are traitors. They're just being traitors. They're worried about counting illegal votes. Let's get this rolling, and don't forget, hit that thumbs up button over on Rumble.
We reject all 3 categories of these ballots.
Your motion is to reject or dismiss the challenges in this category in front of you?
Correct, yep.
Not going to second that, mostly because I think we all know that precedent by a court doesn't matter anymore in this country, and people violate laws anytime they want. So for me, if I violate this law, it's because I want a court to pay attention to it.
We reject.
So that woman there, openly admitting to breaking the law, going against what their own Supreme Court told them to do, because they want to count illegal votes. That's what they want to do. We saw what Pennsylvania was doing during the election night. We covered the whole damn thing. I think we were live for 11 hours or something that night. covered the entire thing. And every time we pulled Pennsylvania up, those assholes were standing outside with more excuses on why they didn't have their votes counted and everything else. What's up, buddy? You want to say hello? You good boy. You good boy. So we're going to get into this next video here. This is the follow-up to InfoWars. It's titled, "A Federal Judge Has Halted the Sale of InfoWars to The Onion After Discovering Secret Activities." Now, this video obviously was posted by Alex Jones last night. Well, technically it was this morning. It was 12:10 a.m. when this video came out. But this is our follow-up to what's going on with InfoWars. Are they being liquidated? Is the Onion buying it? And before we get into this, let me see if it's still up, because YouTube is celebrating this. They're celebrating that InfoWars is being sold. And I'm going to show you right here. Come on, thing, load up. Let me see if they changed it. Nope. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you why I say that they celebrate it, right? Not that it's just happening, but they celebrate it. So if you didn't know, if you turn off the trackers on your YouTube, this is what you'll see. They don't suggest videos to me because I don't let them track me because they're a bunch of fucking bastards. But if you go to the news, this little tab on the left here, you get news, right? But then when you scroll down, you get right here, and it says The Onion buys InfoWars in bankruptcy auction. These are all news clips right here celebrating that The Onion is buying InfoWars. I didn't look it up. You saw? I just clicked news. They gave it its own category. It has its own list of videos here so you can enjoy the InfoWars is going down. They're being sold to The Onion, and none of that's currently true. That's information from yesterday. So all of those videos that you just saw, they're inaccurate at this point, because it's not being sold to The Onion, at least not right now, like we thought it was yesterday. So YouTube is celebrating this happening. They want people to acknowledge it. That's why they're sticking it in everybody's face, even though it's currently inaccurate information. So remember that the next time YouTube censors you for misinformation, how much they actually care about that shit. Anyways, getting back into the news here. Once again, this is titled, "A Federal Judge Has Halted the Sale of InfoWars to The Onion After Discovering Secret Activities." Hit that thumbs up button over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
All right, this is the last update. I detailed all this on air today, but I learned even more tonight. It's worse than I thought. But here it is, very simply for everybody. There was an auction ordered by the judge, but he wanted to have more hearings about it for the details to make sure it was all legal. The U.S. trustee assigned with the Justice Department that was in charge of it went ahead and had what he said was an auction. But then it came out that he didn't make the auction public, didn't let people have bids to go above the supposed highest bid, which means it's not a real auction. And then it turns out he ignored the highest bid and gave it to a lower bid because they were the Democrats. And so it was a private sale masquerading as an auction that did not happen. That's what the judge said today. He said it did not go through. He's having a full evidentiary hearing next week. In the meantime, the U.S. trustee, overstepping his power, came in and closed InfoWars and cut the broadcast off. So it is off the air. We're over at the Alex Jones Network at AJN Live on X and Real Alex Jones, and the satellite uplinks, the radio stations, the TV stations. They're having to switch over to our new satellite. There was some problems there because it was just sneak attack. Boom. They have the auction, keep it secret Wednesday. This morning they show up at 8 a.m. say shut the building. I go on and talk about it. Then they go order people to shut things off. I'm just saying I'm a federal trustee. Do what I say. Like the last federal trustee did in June or late May, saying shut the building with no court order. I didn't leave. I threatened to call the police. And then they had an emergency hearing thinking I would be kicked out, and the judge fired them. So this is the second federal trustee doing this wild vigilante crap. So the Onion's everywhere announcing they bought it. The media is saying they got it. But Bloomberg and AP are going, well, now the judge said, no. He's questioning it. No, he said it didn't go through, and he's going to decide what to do. And my lawyers are like, well, they've taken this thing off the air. These employees are out on the street. And the judge said, well, as soon as we can have it, it's early next week, I'll give you a date. But yeah, this is crazy. So bring your evidence in. But he said, this is unbelievable. And he said, this is not an auction, this is a private sale. And this is not what I authorized. So that's what's going on, okay? That's the facts.
All right, well, you heard it right from Alex Jones's mouth himself. It's all a bunch of bullshit. Like I said and showed, YouTube's up there pushing that bullshit. And of course the lefties are out there celebrating it like it's something to actually celebrate when the government comes after you over free speech and then forces you to liquidate all of your assets because they don't like the words you used. It's fucking communism. I have no idea how they got him on that bullshit. And I can't believe that there's even Americans out there that celebrate it. But obviously there is. Otherwise YouTube wouldn't be propping it up in its own little category over on the news tab. It's bullshit what they're doing to him. And then even the way that they're even liquidating the assets is corrupt. It's not even going the way that the judge wanted it to go. So maybe it'll get reversed. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. Alex Jones has quite a way of passing information. So again, I don't know if the whole thing was one big gimmick or not. You know, he's been saying for a long time, you know, the feds are coming to seize InfoWars and stuff. So I don't know if he's doing it as clickbait or what. But I kind of believe what he was saying yesterday as well as today. I do think that they are trying to liquidate his assets. I don't think they would have gone through all the trouble of rebranding, creating new X accounts, creating a new website URL, things like that. I don't think they would have went through all that trouble if it was just a gimmick going on. It does sound like they're going after Alex Jones. We'll see. We'll see. We'll try to stay up to date with it. But I figured we'd grab a follow-up since we covered it yesterday. Let's see what we got next. Oh yes, we're just gonna hop right into this. we're gonna get right into it. It's only a 10-second video, and you guys keep talking about it, and I'm sure you're still talking about it right now in the chat. So we're just gonna go ahead and play this right here. Everybody's all excited about the Mike Tyson, Jake stuff going on. Now, a lot of you probably already know that Mike Tyson slapped the shit out of Jake Paul. I don't know if it was this morning or last night. I don't really know, but because you guys were so interested in it, I made sure to put this on the schedule. Now, everybody knows that Jake got slapped by Mike Tyson. A lot of people are like, oh, you can tell it's staged just by the fact that this happened. But in this specific video, you can see that when Jake crawls over to Mike Tyson like an animal, like he's Smeagol or something. I don't know why he did it, but he did. When he stood up, he stood on Mike Tyson's toes. And Mike Tyson seems to be in socks. Jake is wearing shoes, and he stepped on Mike Tyson's toes. Mike Tyson let him have a little taste test there of what's supposedly going to happen later on today. And I figured we play the video because you guys keep talking about this funny fight that's coming up. So we'll get through this 10-second video here of Jake Paul getting slapped hard as fuck, and then we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about these videos we've covered. So let's get into this, and don't forget, hit that thumbs up button. Good stuff there. Slap the taste right out of his mouth, just like we like it. Yes. We're going to read through the chat really quick, see what you hooligans think about Jake Paul getting taste slapped out of his mouth, as well as InfoWars not being sold. I don't know if we read through the chat about the traders or not, but either way, we're reading through the chat. Next up, we got AOC saying that no longer means no. She's undoing all this woman advocacy that's been happening for the last 30 years. She's undoing it all on her own. It's coming up next. Zero. This is basically what happened. I mean, this is a reenactment here. How could they reenact it if it didn't happen, right? Yep. Ka-chow. Let them have it. Yep. It's true. It's true stuff. Snooks, in my opinion, it was all planned. He barely stepped on Tyson's toes. Yeah, I think the whole thing's a bunch of nonsense, but they're gonna make their money. Thoughtbot, I slapped Jake Paul too. You gotta chill out, Thoughtbot. At least get those doll hairs off of it. Can't be slapping people for free. Come on, man. Russell, fake news. Yeah, YouTube out there pushing that nonsense. Praying for the downfall of Alex Jones. What's up, Breeze by You? Happy freedom. Appreciate you joining us. Russell, send her ass to jail. Yeah, she's openly admitting that she's going to go against what the Supreme Court ruled on. Well, she should be made an example of that, because if she gets away with it, how many other people are going to just go against what the Supreme Court rules on? And if they're not going to hold people accountable, what's the point? What's the point of the Supreme Court ruling on anything if there's no consequence? They better do something about it. Alistair, why the fuck did he dog walk to Tyson? What a weirdo. I don't know. I think they're milking this for as much as they possibly can. I think that's what it is. Thank you so much, JT3, for that $10 donation over on Rumble. I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much, JT3. It says, you've had some extra good shows this week, and we thank you. $10 on Tyson for the win. All right, JT3, you got 10 on Tyson. You got 10 on Tyson right now. Thank you so much for the support. Appeal to Evan, she will be made as an example. We'll see, because, I mean, if the Supreme Court rules on things and people continue to do the opposite and there's no consequence, well, again, what do we need a Supreme Court for, you know? Jack, there should be charges brought for the InfoWars auction fraud. I agree. They're going against a court order. There should be consequences for that. Tree herder, happy freedom to you. She wants Alex Stein to grab that juicy booty. Is that what it is, tree herder? Wilster's wife, happy freedom to you. The onion deal was a sham. Not going to the highest bidder says it all. Owen Schroyer gone is what sucks. Well, what is going on with Schroyer? Because I saw him do his like farewell from InfoWars, but I figured he was just going to go to the Alex Jones network. Hi, Plains Drifter. Happy freedom to you. The frickin' gay frogs. Yep, that's what happened. Appeal to heaven. Oh, you should have kept going. Jake Paul started yelling at Tyson. It's not in that video. And somebody should have slapped the shit out of fucking Jake for doing all that. Saying that Tyson must die and all of that. Somebody should have just slapped him in his little girly mouth he's got. I don't know. Stuff is so stupid. So stupid. It's all a big gimmick, but no, I didn't want to play Jake sounding like a fucking idiot after getting slapped in the face. That's the worst part of the interaction, is watching Jake fall to pieces afterwards. He slapped him so hard he had to meditate, but it's all right. It's like I said, it's all a gimmick. Normal time seems very WWE. Yeah, it is. Ghostly, stream it. It's free. I can't stream it. I want to say it's on Netflix or something like that. And anything that's on Netflix or on cable TV, if you stream it, they will eat you alive. I'm honestly not even going to watch it. I'm going to grab a clip probably for tomorrow's live. I literally don't care about it. Like, couldn't care less about it. There's fake shit that happens every day. I don't need to watch that fake shit. Judge made the Onion cry. Could be. I don't even know if Onion really did the thing or not. According to YouTube, right? YouTube's got a whole category for it. They love the Onion over there. Bobby Jake is roided out. That's what a lot of people are saying. That's why he's being that way. That's how he bulked up so fast and stuff. Could be. I don't pay attention to that stuff really. The Marquise, it's on Netflix. Yeah. See, and I can't even show it. If I turn Netflix on and I try to use my live streaming software, it just shows either a black screen or a green screen. There's something in there encoding, making it so you don't even have the capability of live streaming it. It's like that for Hulu, Netflix, and a couple other things. Not that I was trying to live stream their shit, but sometimes I'm testing stuff on the website, on our own live stream player and whatnot, and I just need something to be on the screen. And that's how I found out that you can't even stream that stuff. Steve, where are all the frogs? Man, it's almost winter up here, buddy. There's no frogs up here. I can't tell if they're gay or not. They're in hibernation. It's hard to say. Hair juicer Owen's trying to start his own network. Oh, I see. I seen him say his farewell, but I didn't know what that meant. I figured he was just leaving InfoWars and going to the AlexJones.network. Snooks, I can't stand boxing. I hate seeing violence. I like boxing and I like UFC and stuff, but I just don't like gimmicky stuff. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. It's like Game of Thrones, right? Everybody likes Game of Thrones. So that makes me not like Game of Thrones. Never even seen 10 minutes of the shit. Because everybody loves it so much. So I'm like, I don't want it. I don't want it. And I've always been that way. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with me. But when everybody flocks to some stupid shit that doesn't actually matter, it makes me just all the way against it. And this Jake Paul Tyson fight, that's exactly how I feel. I think Tyson's funny. He's entertaining. He's obviously he was a great boxer, but this whole fight thing, I don't know. It just it's not any different than being excited when Fortnite gets new skins. Oh, there's new characters on Fortnite. So fucking what? And that's what this fight is to me. It's the same exact thing. It's just like, so what? It's a gimmick. It's not a real thing. It's not a real thing. It's like people getting excited about Trump's court cases. 23-year-old charges and shit, way beyond statute of limitation, have no chance of surviving in court. Let's get all excited about it. Like, that's what this is to me. It's like it's not a real thing. It's just a fake thing that everybody's excited about. And so, I don't know. I mean, if Tyson actually knocks out Jake, that'll be something to see. But until then, it's all just ballet. It's just ballet. Anyways, we're going to get into this next video here. This is the last little bit of our news. AOC herself saying that no longer means no. And the whole time I'm hearing her say this, I'm thinking about how she is single-handedly undoing all this no means no shit, right? As a man, you get taught at a very young age how to treat women. At least most of us do. Some of us don't. That's why you see assholes in prison and, so on and so forth. But generally, men get taught how to treat women. You've never seen a woman get taught how to treat a man, which is why the country is the way it is right now. It's a good part of it. But anyways, you get taught that no means no, right? If a woman tells you no, she doesn't want your interaction, your kisses, your gifts, your anything, right? She does not want to be near you, around you, or even know that you exist. No means no. They only got to say it one time, and you need to turn the fuck around and run as fast as you can. Otherwise, you're going to serve life in prison for accusations. Okay. AOC says, nuh-uh, not in 2024. Let's see her stick her foot in her mouth.
Because no is not a final answer. We need to have the mentality that no means find another way. No means try again. No means look somewhere else. No does not mean stop trying. Okay? Because no.
So no means look for other ways. Keep trying. Keep going. If she says no, she means try harder. That's what she means. Like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. No longer means no. Leave it to AOC. Stupid. She is so damn stupid. So damn stupid. I wonder if she realizes that. It's like almost satire at this point. Anyways, that is all the coffee I had for you. Well, that's not all the coffee. It's all the news I had for you hooligans today. We have some really funny videos coming up. This first one's titled, When You Drive a Subaru and Your Girlfriend Needs Some Attention. And then our official funny video of the day is titled, What a Loser. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about dumbass AOC. What are you saying, get some? No. Okay, but is looking good then? Yeah. Russell, so when a woman says no, it doesn't mean no. That's what AOC is saying. Yep. Hair juicer, no means yes. Yes means harder. Pineapple means hold on a minute. Well, I guess. I use pineapple juice, but I never get to need it, It's just do it harder. Anyways. Live review. No now equals 72. That's right, Livid Review. We're all getting on the same page here. Breeze by you. AOC is so stupid. She is. It's like she tries. It's like she's trying to like win an award of like dumbass of the year or something. Guess Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Conor McGregor all over again. Yeah. Maybe they'll start doing this for female basketball. Like halftime, they'll make them throw hands or something, just a gimmick to get people to watch, because nobody watches that shit anymore. I feel like, and I have a biased perspective because I don't watch any sports, because I look at all of it like WWE. If it's a professional sport and it's not UFC, that shit is staged. It's all staged. All of it is. It's all bullshit because they all make money off of it, and they all get paid way too much money to carry a ball down the field and stuff. So I don't know. I'm kind of biased against it, but I feel like most people don't watch that shit. People enjoy other things other than fake sports. But there is people out there that still enjoy it to some degree. I've seen people arguing about football lately. I still see people wearing WWE merchandise, and everybody knows wrestling's fake to a certain degree. So I don't know. Somebody must get entertainment out of it, but I don't. I don't enjoy that fake stuff. Alistair, man, I read the Game of Thrones books before the TV show, long before the TV show. The show was okay, but the books were badass. Yeah, Alistair, it seems like the books are always better than the movies and the shows and stuff like that. I listened to audiobooks when I was working at the factory because we were allowed to do those kind of things. And I remember listening to Percy Jackson, the audiobook for that, the first Percy Jackson book, and that was good. And then Harry Potter. Listening to the audiobook of Harry Potter and realizing how different the book is from the movie and TV shows and stuff like that. And the books always seem to be better. Live review. I'll be waiting for the memes immediately afterwards. Yeah, the memes are going to be good from the Jake Tyson fight. That's some real tangible substance there from the fight. The memes are going to be good. What does that say, Dan? AOC suffering from premium recommends Arabella Dundion disease. You're probably making me say, but I'm probably getting censored on YouTube after saying that out loud. I don't know what that is. Guess I dated a girl who played ball, and she became needy. I couldn't get her to leave, so I bought a Subaru. She was gone before I got home. Come on, man. She just wanted to ride in that Outback. Come on, man. What are you saying? Guess watches WNBA mostly to laugh at Angel Reese. See, and I don't even know who those people are. Brittany Griner's the only dude I know on the team. Pumpkin AOC was stabbing herself in the head with her fingernails. I wouldn't believe her. Is that a sign of lying? I'm so used to the Democrats hurting themselves whenever they're angry. I just don't even notice it anymore. What's up, Crystals? Happy freedom. Done. I have to explain no means no to my 5-year-old every day. Now we have adults that don't understand that. Fuck. Yeah, done. For real. That's how I feel too. I'm like, damn, if we're all going to be stupid, I'm going to stop trying so hard. Mm-hmm. Whistler's wife, how could that low IQ twat influence anyone? She tries her damnedest, I know that. I don't know anybody that listens to her, though. I've never heard anyone say, man, I love AOC. She's so smart. She says just the greatest things. Never heard that ever. Never. That's the first time I've ever heard it. Like a satirical version of it. Never heard anybody looking up to AOC. She is a full-blown dumbass. Metal Mouth Mike Tyson might be old, but he can still body somebody with a punch. Oh, yeah, Metal Mouth. That's what I was saying over on the website in the chat while we were watching that last video there. Mike Tyson is ripped right now. He's buff as shit. And I'm sure if he gave you like a gut punch, it'd feel like you got hit by a fucking car. But I just don't think the fight's going to be legit. I think if it was a legit boxing match, I think Mike Tyson would hit Jake so hard it'd probably change his gender. But again, I just don't believe it's going to be real. I just don't. That's my own belief. I hope you guys have a great time watching it, but I'm not excited about it. The Marquise, it's just a flesh wound. 'Tis but a scratch. Yeah, that's what it's going to be like. Jake's going to be all tuned up. If it was a fair fight, he'd be all tuned up, and that's what he'd be howling into the microphone. What's up, Crab Nebula? Happy freedom. No means take control like James Bond. See, I've never watched James Bond. I've never seen a single James Bond anything. Not a TV show, not a movie. I've played GoldenEye on 64. That's it. I've never heard him being rapey, though. It kind of sounded rapey when you said that, but hey, I've never seen it, so, I don't have an opinion on it either way. If James Bond did it, it must be acceptable. Crab Nebula, stupid people never know they are. Yeah, crazy people are like that, too. Crazy people think everyone but them is crazy, and usually that's the sign. Having fun. That's what someone would say when they're trying to assault someone. Yeah, exactly. She said no, but what she meant was try another way. Keep trying. Try harder. And like, okay. But AOC told me that was okay. Okay. I was told by AOC herself that that's what I'm supposed to do. Creekwater, yeah, it's for entertainment purposes. Yeah, it's a gimmick. Crystal's betting on Tyson. Yep. See, but I see everyone betting on Tyson, and this makes me wonder, is Tyson going to take the fall? And a lot of people think no. Tyson would never do that. Tyson would never take the fall. But how many more big paydays do you think Tyson has in his boxing career? None. Probably close to none, unless he's got more of these kind of competitions showing up. So there is a good chance that he would actually take the fall if they pay him enough, and they've been promoting this for a year. They've probably made crazy money over this. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Snooks, but Tyson was in his unders. I'm in my unders right now, okay? It's not going to change the fight. Anyways, we're going to get in this first funny video of the day. It's titled, When You Drive a Subaru and Your Girlfriend Needs Attention. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you guys really quick, if you would like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use that Linktree link in the description in order to make donations. You can do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. Let's get into this first video here. Look at Klaus Daniels napping his face off. Yep. This is something else. All right. Once again, this is titled, When You Drive a Subaru and Your Girlfriend Needs Attention.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, gee. Cripes almighty. Jiminy Cricket. Get out of the road. Oh, my goodness. Come on. Okay. Okay, come on. There you go. Okay. Thank you.
Damn it. Now we're going to get to our official funny video of the day. If I can get this to go away. It's titled, What a Loser. Oh, it's not this. There we go. There we go. Once again, this is titled, What a Loser.
Fuck you! Swear to fucking God! Fuck!
What a loser! Somebody is a little butthurt out there. That's funny because that's not even the worst High Harris video out there. Well, hooligans, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm dropped this Linktree link to all of you guys where all of my links are listed. So if you would like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, I would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7. And we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience a live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You'll also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our own private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, which is to encourage open discussion. You'll have access to the arcade, which is full of games that adapt to your phone. That is a lot of fun. It's very addicting in the arcade. Should put a warning up or something when you go in there. And then you'll also have access to our advanced messaging system where we all will be gathering in about an hour for our voice chat. Our weekly voice chat is hilarious. Being a part or having a membership will give you access to the advanced messaging system that gives you the ability to text each other, call each other, video call each other, group texting, group calling, group video calling, and more. I'm constantly working on the website, making it the place to be. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. We're going to read through the chats really quick to see what you hooligans think about today's coffee, and then we will be doing the Pledge of Allegiance and wrapping things up. But we will be live again tomorrow for, let me see, what's tomorrow? Yeah, today's Freedom Friday. So tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be doing Free Speech Saturdays, Coffee with Hooligans, which means no Twitch and no YouTube. So if you're currently watching on YouTube right now, because we're not live on Twitch because we're suspended, because I naughty, we will not be live on YouTube tomorrow, so use that Linktree link and get used to being on a free speech platform if you're going to be hanging out for coffee with hooligans tomorrow, because it's Free Speech Saturday. Zero. Oh, dang. That's crazy, Zero. What's up, Cassie J? Happy freedom to you. Dan, you could join us in the voice chat? Awesome. Appreciate you. Yes, Hair Juicer will be doing the voice chat in about an hour. A little bit longer. 6 o'clock. Russell will damn. Yep. Damn 2-legged deer. I know, it didn't look like that. Last time I smoked a deer, it didn't look like that. Mm-hmm. Breeze, you a deer jumped out in front of you today? Glad you didn't smack it. Thank you, Rappy. Appreciate you being here. Libby Racer censorship follows you. No. Hey, I appreciate you, Tool to Care. Appeal to Heaven, driving home. Have a good one, hooligans. Drive safe. Appeal to Heaven. Thank you, Ghostly. Flipping this chapstick hard. Thank you, Pumpkin. Thank you, iPlanes Drifter. Thank you, Energy Woman. Tool to Care, window lickers. I don't know about all that. Thank you, Zeus Boot. Appreciate you being here. What's up, Tommy Two Guns? Dear Lord. Thank you, Crab Nebula. Thank you, Sage Pup. Joel, I can't even read that out loud. I don't know. I don't think it was a shapeshifter. Pretty sure it wasn't a shapeshifter. I mean, it was part deer, but don't think it was a shapeshifter. Snooks, we're more likely to have black bears in the road at night. See, I've never hit a black bear. I've never seen one, not that I know of. I almost smack a deer every week, though. Well, hooligans, it is that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. Klaus Daniels, you slept through the damn pledge. All right, hooligans, we're going to read through the chat one last time just to make sure no hooligans were left behind. But like I said, 6 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to be doing the voice chat over on the website, which is a lot of fun. Definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com so you can join us. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. It's Free Speech Saturday, so there's no YouTube, no Twitch. You got to go to a free speech platform. Going to read through them. We're wrapping her up. Thank you, Cassie J. Appreciate you stopping in. Thank you, Zero. Thank you, Breeze by You. Thank you, Livid Review. Happy Freedom Cricket Kiss. Thank you for joining us. What's up, Silver Wolf? Happy Freedom. I love being a bully. See, and I don't know. I feel like there is such a thing as too much bullying, but I think a little bullying is good for us. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Nana. Nah, Silver Wolf, we're not a gang, we're a family. Thank you, Rappy. Oh, much love to you, Pumpkin. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate you being with us. Thank you, Sam Miller. Appreciate you, Tony Rich. Thank you, Mr. Satan. Appreciate you sliding through. Thank you, Russell. All right, I think we're good to go. Thank you, Rip Curl. I hope you have a great weekend as well. Thank you, Cricket Kiss. Bobby, you guys are starting a roller derby? Mm-hmm. Yes. All right, hooligans, like I said, we're going to be in the voice chat in about an hour over on jeffmaclive.com. So get yourself a membership so you can join us in some laughs, because we're going to be laughing our ass off. That's what we do in the voice chat. Then, if I don't see you tonight, I will see you tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time for Free Speech Saturdays, Coffee with Hooligans. No YouTube, no Twitch. Get used to it. It's the way things are. I think that's it. Oh, I want to show. I tried to show you this yesterday. Look at this. Look at this. It's a pumpkin spice jalapeno pepper that I grew myself. I got like 10 of these little things. We're going to be making hot sauce out of it, and I got some seeds that I'm going to be extracting out of here so we can make some more next season. So maybe I'll have some hot sauce that you hooligans might be able to get your hands on. It won't be burn your bottom hot. It'll be delicious, because that's the kind of hot sauce I make. I'll let you know when I decide to do that. Either way, have a fantastic night tonight, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.